Doug at Connected Mobile Life. Got a new project. I'm going to be putting in a SmartPlug into my Pleasureways Ascent. The plugs that come with it are the standard sort of circular plug for RVs. I've never really been able to latch or attach my cord securely around this the threaded piece. They always seem to strip on me. SmartPlug is supposed to be a very, very secure, very safe alternative to the RV plug. So I'm going to put it in and see how it works. Yeah, this first part should be pretty simple. I just need to take out these 4 screws and then pull this off and expose where the wire is. So let's, I'm going to pull this off and we'll take a look. Okay, screws are out. I'm just going to pull this. And it looks like, wow, looks like we have more than enough cord. It's got this gasket here, but that looks like it pulls off pretty easily. So I'm going to pull this off, clean it up, and I'll use the new gasket that came with the SmartPlug. Looks like I just need to take this screw out, undo these, and yeah, this looks like pretty easy. Really nice Pleasureways to give us extra cord to work with. All right, let me remove that, clean this up, and get the SmartPlug in. Okay, so just had to loosen this screw to separate this back off of the plug, the old plug. Had to loosen this as a strain relief, and then I just fed the wires through to open this up rather than cut it. So I'm just going to then we'll just unscrew these and then screw them into the SmartPlug. So to get this on, I took off the protective side, exposing the sticky side. I'm going to stick it on the back. So I'm going to just use these screws to line up the gasket with these holes. I'm just going to press it on like that. So once it's on there, I can just kind of adjust things, smooth it out, and then stick it on. All right, let's get this end connected up and pushed in. All right, there we have it. All set, pretty simple, just screw in the 4 screws, compress it on the gasket, and it's all set. No problem, and everything closes up fine. All right, now the tough part, making the modifications to the power cord. Okay, this is the most difficult or challenging part of this project. Is we need to modify our existing power cable. So we need to take the end off for the plug that we just removed. So I'm going to cut that. I'm going to repurpose my battery cable cutters to kind of cut that big cable. Got some wire cutters, strippers. I can strip the ends here. And then also they give you, let's see, they give you this collar that needs to get pushed over this rubber, and of course this diameter is much smaller. So they say you need to lubricate this. So to do that, I've got some Dawn industrial strength Dawn cleaner, and I also put some in water. So in the video I saw, the water seemed to do just keep it wet with the soapy water, and it seemed to be able to lubricate it enough to push this on. And I'll probably put a little bit of Dawn on here just to pre-lubricate it as I get going. The other thing you might need is a box cutter, just to, as we start stripping away. That's I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna cut this, lubricate it, and then push this on. We'll see how it goes. So I also have some gloves with some grip on it to help me kind of push that rubber on it. moment of truth. It says, I'll strip it back 1.75 inches. Some slack here. Here and there. So when you do this with the box cutter, you want to make sure you don't nick any of the insulation on the interior conductors. So what you want to do is when you're stripping it, you don't want to slice with the blade. You want a sharp enough blade so you can basically roll it. Oops. So you want to just roll it along the marks you made, like that. And then you push to separate it, and you'll be able to see inside there. You just gotta keep rolling until it separates. So you can just see right there. You just gotta pull it apart like that. So it's the best way that you can do, just so you don't accidentally cut into the insulation underneath. So we're just gonna do the same thing all the way around. Just rolling it, push, separate it. There, see, and it just kind of pulls. Very light then. It pops off. And there you go. You don't actually have to cut it all the way through. So now, in the instructions, they say to go ahead and strip. You want to strip these back. Let's see. Strip these back 0.75. So this is 1.75. So they want 1 inch of insulation on this. So it'll be right to here. But one of the things we still need to do is to thread this thing on here. And they give you this little cone you can put over here, so you kind of work everything through. So I'm going to start this process now. I figure I'm going to move this in, and then I'll strip these wires, because if we strip them now, they're just going to get frayed and get all buggery. So I'm going to just skip ahead, and we'll come back and strip them. Okay, turns out the trick is just pull it all the way and mostly compress this all the way in. Don't let it slide out, because it'll bind when you do that. Kind of like one of those old, I don't know, as a kid, and if you ever saw those little Chinese finger puzzles where you pushed them in and you couldn't get your fingers out. Same thing here. Push these, compress this, and it becomes much easier to slide it over. So I already measured the 3/4 inch and started the strip on the wires. And we need a little tool pouch. Always underneath something. And in here they give you a nice little Allen key. So, looks like we got these all lined up this way. Do it on the side here. Get it. These are out all the way. sure. Yeah. They don't come out anymore without losing the screws. Here, if I just do black first. So just do black first. I'm going to tighten that way down. And let's see if I can get... That way we only have to worry about one at a time. White next. That's it. That's it. There's that one. Last one is the green. Bend that in. Just like that. Alright, so the key is don't try and do them all at once. The installation is complete. Unfortunately, my iPhone overheated and I wasn't able to capture the rest of the, or actually I missed the rest of the video putting this plug on. But I guess the main thing is, most difficult part is getting this rubber piece on top of the jacket of this cable. So I did it, two things that I can give you tips on. One is, with this piece, make sure it's compressed all the way as you slide it on. If it's out like this, it'll drag more on the cable. The other thing is, when you lubricate this cable, push this on all the way in one go. Don't push a little, stop, push a little, stop. Otherwise, this will dry out very quickly and that will stick. But it was. Other than that, it was a pretty simple install. There's holes inside here that color code match up with the colors of the wires exactly, and it's pretty simple. I mean, it takes, I would say, maybe a half hour to put the plug on, maybe another 15-20 minutes to put this on. So it's maybe an hour install. Pretty straightforward, but very, very happy with the result. So if I take this now and go to plug it in, you now get a very satisfying snap, and that's in there solid. That's just not coming out. And to remove it, you just press in these tabs, and it pops out. But it's a very snug, very secure fit, just like that. There you go. So that's it. Pretty simple install. Very much more reliable, much more stable and easy to use connection. So that's it for this install. Hope you got something out of it. Thanks for watching.